What up YouTube, Wasspray back again today with just a mix of things in one video. Basically putting a video up today because seen some old guys come back. Maybe not old guys, but guys that used to be on YouTube coming back. Got me excited to make a video. So I figured why not. I've gone through a lot of stuff in the last couple of years, some good, some not so good, but all in all, everything's going well. Have some new interests in collecting, as well as some of the same ones. So I'm going to go through today and show a couple different video games that I've gotten recently, a couple video games I've been playing recently, as well as some DVDs I've gotten recently, and some DVDs I've watched recently. I also like to talk about the guys who came back who kind of motivated me a little bit to get back on here. There's Sandom Todd, who's one of my all-time favorites. Let me fix you guys just a bit here. Boom. Sandom Todd, who's one of my all-time favorites, came back recently, and I was going to show him something I found when I was looking through. Didn't you have the same exact one? Going old school with it. This is my original cam I used to shoot videos on. I'm pretty sure Sandom Todd had the same camera. But anyways, also Jughead coming back. It's cool to see him. I do watch a lot of YouTube, but not as much gaming content as I used to. All sorts of odd stuff I watch on there. But anyways, let's get into the stuff. Let's start with the games, because that's what most people are here for. We're going to go with the games I've gotten most recently. Alright. Track and Field 2. I got this for $5. Nothing special. I remember this game being really cool, but I played it and it wasn't as really cool as I remember it now. It's just not. My phone is not agreeing with me. It's not as cool as I remember it being, so I guess it was $5. Then we got Track and Field 1. Now this one is quite a bit better than the second one, at least in my opinion. An amazing game? Maybe not, but a fun game. Definitely a fun game if you have two players. So those are the most recent Nintendo games. We got a couple Genesis games too we recently got. Taz Escape from Mars. Taz in Tasmania. I paid $7.50 each for these guys. I have recently gotten Sling TV. It's like a cable service almost. You have live TV and you just stream it basically, but it's live. It's a pretty cool service, but they have Boomerang on there, and I've been watching at midnight on Boomerang. They have Looney Tunes, the old episodes, and it's just so awesome. So started collecting some of the Looney Tunes games. Unfortunately, both those Taz games, I guess maybe I didn't give them enough of a chance yet, but neither of them were that fun in my mind. They're kind of, just the way they work is kind of odd. Your only attack is like the spin attack, and once you do that, you just go whipping across the screen, and you can't really control what happens. So now into the games that I'm currently playing. For the NES, Faxanadu. I also got this somewhat recently. This game is okay. I'm getting frustrated with it because it seems like you die easily, or I suck at it, or a combination of the two. And then once you die, all your money is gone, and you have to basically re-ramp up. I'm not done giving this a chance yet, but I'm a little frustrated with it. Another one that I've been playing that I've played for years and years, and I think it's kind of I shouldn't say it's unknown, but I don't think a lot of people play this game. Eliminator Boat Duel. This game is, in my mind, it's awesome. Now, don't go buy it on my recommendation alone, but it's a really fun game. At the end, I've never beat it, but when you get to the very end, it gets a little ridiculous. But it's basically a racing game, you versus one computer player. You're racing boats, and there's two different setups. There's kind of a setup that's almost like RC Pro-Am, style from the top view down, or maybe like Micro Machines, and then another third-person perspective, just depending on the tracks you're on. You get money to get power-ups, engine and hull and steering and all that, and there's of course turbos in this game. But this is a really fun game. They also have cool little things like slow motion replay at certain parts, and it's I think it's a really, really fun game. Definitely worth a shot, in my mind at least. And then for the Genesis, what I've been playing is Tiny Toons. Surprisingly good. Really good. I'm not saying this is the best game ever made, but for a platformer, I'm not super far into it, but I've probably played at least an hour, hour and a half. It's really, really fun. And I would definitely. This one I definitely would recommend if you like platformers. It's a super fun game. I'm going to hopefully try to beat it today. I was thinking about maybe doing a gameplay on it. We'll see. We'll see. So that's it for the video game stuff right now. On to some DVD finds. My DVD collecting of late has really changed I guess as well as my game collection. I used to kind of be a quantity guy. Like, they had an NES game for $5 I don't have. I have to get it. It's $5 NES game. I don't really do that anymore. I try to narrow down the things that I would like, and maybe sometimes I pay more per game. I'd say probably almost always I pay more per game, but I actually get stuff that I'll play. I don't feel like I need to have a big collection. I would rather just have, almost not even really viewed as a collection anymore. I'd almost rather just have stuff that I would play, So if a game is $30, but I really want it because I would actually play it, I don't think that's a horrible thing, I'm not really viewing things on rarity anymore, just viewing them on pure enjoyment, and that's been a funner way to do for me. It's made for less pickups and less buying, which is fine, but it's made for generally more fun when when I get stuff. And I've been doing that same thing with DVDs. It used to be DVDs were just like dollar DVDs I used to get at the pawn shop, despite everything I didn't have. But not anymore. I've been collecting kind of some odd horror stuff. I have most of the mainstream horror stuff I want. So I've been collecting odd, like, horror and cult movies. A lot of times spending more for them, but at the same time, enjoying them, enjoying them more. And then, at least in the DVD realm, generally a lot of the odd stuff is almost every DVD is out of print, but a lot of the odd stuff is harder to find and holds its value a little bit better if I ever want to sell it, which I don't think so. But anyways, DVDs that were recently picked up and DVDs that were recently watched. I've got a bunch that I've picked up since I've been on here last, but I figured I'd just pick a few out. Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Dario Argento. Haven't watched this. I'm assuming this is good. It's an Italian movie. We'll see. Inferno, another Dario Argento Italian movie. I just saw Suspiria in the theater. I guess I shouldn't say just saw, but maybe last month in October. I saw Suspiria in 35mm. It was a pretty cool movie, and seeing it in that atmosphere was awesome. I was really excited to be able to find a theater that plays stuff in 35mm. And they've got a bunch of stuff coming up. They're always doing stuff there. At least probably 2 or 3 movies a month that they show there, so that's cool. Neither of those I have seen. We're going to go through all the ones I have not seen. This one's Soul Cinema. It's got Coffee on it and Friday Foster. I wanted to get Coffee. The other one I don't know about. But this should be cool. We'll see if anybody's seen these. Let me know. The last 3 I've watched, but also recently got Humanoids from the Deep. It's a Roger Corman movie. This movie is really silly if you like rubber creatures, basically. So if you think the creature from the Black Lagoon is cool, if you think gremlins are cool, if you think critters are cool, or hobgoblins, or any of those small little puppety monster guys, this is a decent movie. These sea monsters, there's an atomic fallout, I believe, and sea monsters rise up, and it's goofy, it's silly, but it's good. Is it, winning awards? No, but it's fun, and it's good. So if you want something fun and stupid and good, you'll probably like it. Next is Sands of the Kalahari. This is like an adventure movie. I generally like odd adventure movies. I don't know. This one was just boring to me. I didn't really dig on it that much. And last but not least, Ashanti. It's another one that was mediocre. It's once again an adventure movie where It's been a while since I watched it, but I believe this lady gets kidnapped and they have to go through and save people. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I probably wouldn't recommend buying it, but it is what it is. So, that's my video for today. Over 10 minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I may have more stuff coming soon. I may not. Who knows? But we'll see. We'll go along together and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good one.